Okay, today's video is going to be quite a lot to go through. And today's topic is, should you plan your day? Preparing yourself for today. Can your calendar compare to what you have done on your Kanban board? If you actively change out the post-its on the doing section, will you adjust this to what you have planned for today? Planning your day for a task that you have in mind was brought to my attention for the productivity series. I challenged that suggestion with the Kanban board and what you can do to ensure that you stay active around managing a productive lifestyle. So, how I see that lifestyle of planning your days ahead, whether this be a day ahead, a week, or maybe a month, it starts with a calendar. And so things that you have to consider are the time frame, day of the week, routines, and blocked off time frames such as work or workout days, going to the gym. A planner, so opening up a book to figure out what you have set up on your mind for the month. Reviewing certain to-do tasks in the book, setting up priorities, and, well, basically making it a habit to visit your planner every day or every morning and every evening. And the next one is the lifestyle of planning out your day with the Kanban board. It's normally set up on a wall or a whiteboard. It's somewhere that you can see it in your room, or it can also be by a desk or in the living room. So you usually want to keep post-its in stock. You want to use 3 columns. In some scenarios, you could add 3 columns. It all depends on how much you want to customize it to. But 3 is standard for what you're looking for, such as the backlog, having all the tasks that come to mind, and then putting the tasks that you're working on in place, and then as soon as you're done, you place them and done. So, keeping all the tasks that you have that you need to work on your backlog, keeping tasks that you are working on and doing, and keeping the tasks that you completed and done. So, and it also varies in space. The size of the board that you have, or even the size of the whiteboard that you have. So, at times, projects may be affected due to the tasks focused on project work only. So what did I do to fix this is color-coded post-its. And on the weekly series I've shown a couple of demonstrations of how my Kanban board looks like with those color-coded post-its. So and overall, I use Word document to keep track of my keep track of reports, like a little summary of my productivity days, and I'll also create a project backlog. So let's begin. Okay, so today was quite a bit to share in terms of planning your day, the Kanban board, and normally using the Word doc. So planning your days ahead, I normally see this being started on a planner. You buy a planner over at it could be Office Depot or Staples, and then you have this planner on the side of your desk, and then you pull it out, and then you start keeping track of the months, the weeks, and the days that you want to start working on. You'll have, in terms of a time frame, you have, say, 10 a.m. I'm going to do this, and then 3 p.m. you're gonna start doing that. So my experience with that was actually with a product called the Panda Productivity Planner. And well, to tell you the truth, I really haven't dedicated that much time to it. I knew that I had to have a habit around taking the book out, writing in it, and then looking at it day by day by day. And to tell you the truth, I really didn't build that focus in just taking that planner out every single time. And I normally do carry a little to do notepad that I like to maybe write down a couple of things that come to mind. But even this, I really haven't written on as often. If you can see that clearly, yeah. Although this is something to be aware of. If there's something that you see that you're not using very often, you may as well just make it a habit, make it a priority to turn it into a habit. Just like I work on my reflections, these productivity videos. So that's important to keep in mind. I could give a planner another try as well. So this is always a possibility. However, I already have my Kanban board, and whenever I have something on there, or whenever I see something that doesn't really align to what I could be doing at this moment, I could just get up and then move some post-its around and then say, okay, now I know what I need to work on, instead of having the elephant in the room, wondering what I should be doing, looking for some answers, browsing through the internet. It's distracting, and when you have something that shows what you need to work on, and especially a column that indicates that, well, you should be doing this, well then that's even more, that's creating that awareness that you need to build up on. And then when you have the stopwatch right next to you, I normally have in the beginning of my videos, you start the stopwatch and you start working on that task that you have at mind. So that's my thing about the Kanban board. I actively move post-its around and I see what's going on before me. Although, to tell you the truth, there is no fixed time frame that says, well, I need to organize my day like this. In fact, just talking about this topic, I would love to find out if anyone else has integrated this kind of productive lifestyle just by using a planner. And I believe students even use planners when they want to keep track of homework or other classwork that comes to mind. So now I've created some homework for myself. There's also a Word doc now on my wall for the weekly series. I normally have my my deadlines for projects, maybe some goals that I have in mind, or I could also have like future plans as well. And so I can't really put this on my Kanban board. It's possible to put it on your planner, but you're going through a series of pages and you can't really, you can flip over to that page and have possibly a bookmark to remind you, okay, this is where I put the most important, these important goals that came to mind, and I decided to place them on the piece of paper. But it's all in one location, and you have possibly 365 pages or even more. Well, actually, it might be less, because you'll have like both sides to write on. So you could have at least 200 pages to look through. And this is just my assumption, because I'm not into planners, but it's just hard to find, and it's hard to visualize, it's hard to see that this goal that you're working towards is something that you want to be reminded of. When I have it on the wall, I can easily get up and I can see what I'm working towards, or what I'm writing. That helps me become
it helps me become aware of what's going on today, and this is why I want to, and this is what I want to do to work my way towards the goal. Um, so, my homework today will be to understand planners more and how they come into a productive lifestyle for users to enjoy. Until next time.